guys, welcome to my channel, and today we are going to finally do the second half of the how we met video. And with that one, it was when he visited the US with his work, and then we met each other, and then it left off at him going back to the Netherlands, and then me starting to get my passport and stuff ready to hopefully go visit him. So we're gonna continue from.
Did I mention in the last video that I said, oh yeah, you can come over if you want?
Yeah, he.
And that's the reason why you got a passport.
Yeah, because he wanted to see me again. So he offered that I can come visit him sometime, and he would help and stuff like that. And then so I took that offer.
Yeah.
I want to go. I had never been out of the country until after I met him, so I was pretty excited about that. Yeah, it was cool. Okay, so he left in the middle of November, and then my birthday is December 1st, so I remember he sent a birthday card, and then I also got something for Christmas. And during this whole time we were talking every single day. I don't think we actually really went one day without talking, unless you had something for your work where you were in a different country. Well, I mean, not during just this trip, but all of the trips. We pretty much talked every single day.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm just kidding.
So I got something for Christmas, and then I believe in the month of December, I actually got my ticket because I went to visit him for the first time in, around February 20th, somewhere in there. And then I was there for 2.5 weeks, so maybe it was more like a little bit after the 15th, something like that. But I was there for around 2.5 weeks because it was always hard for me to take too much time off. And during that trip, I got to meet his family and his friends, and
we did. You met a lot of my friends during the Vastenavond.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh yeah, you should be talking about what I did here, and I talk about what you did in the US.
Oh, I thought, okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Then, when you visited here, I think you saw a few of my family, not everyone.
Yeah, just
I think my parents and my sister and maybe my grandma. Or was that the next trip? I think that was the second trip, not the first trip, because he lives in a different city.
Yeah, probably.
And we went to town to celebrate the Vastenavond, which is hard to explain, but you made a video about it.
Yeah, and I will link that, I think, in one of the little cards. You should see the little. Yeah, in one of these corners, you should see a little eye or something, and you will see a video of what that's all about.
Yeah, an explanation of how we dress up and what kind of music and stuff. So check it out.
Yeah.
Anyways, we also drove around the country a little bit. We went to Amsterdam to a boat tour.
Yeah.
To the Wax Museum. I think we had dinner at the Amsterdam Arena. Sushi dinner.
Oh yeah, we did.
And we went to a music festival. Oh, that was in Belgium actually. A music festival, which was at 10 in the evening till 7 in the morning.
Oh, that was a long night.
And we went to Rotterdam. Did we visit the Euromast that time?
Yeah,
I think
Euromast.
it is. Yeah, and then the center. The Markthal wasn't built yet, so we didn't do that back then.
Oh, that I actually have no idea.
No, I think we just went to the center and there's some shopping and walking around.
And the Efteling.
Oh yeah, the Efteling, which is a theme park here, and it's 50% attractions like roller coasters and stuff like that. 50% is they call it a fairy tale forest.
Yeah.
With all these fairy tales is for kids, and it's really old stuff. More what's the word? Nostalgia.
Yeah, nostalgia.
Yeah, old the stuff. The park used to be a fairy tale park, and now they added roller coasters and stuff to it. So yeah.
And, they're still building more new ones, but since I'm pregnant, I can't ride any rides, so we'll have to go there again sometime.
Next year.
Yeah.
And we became a couple.
Yeah. Like a few days before I was due to fly back to the US, yeah, we decided to be boyfriend and girlfriend. We didn't really know how, it was going to work because, he's in the Netherlands, I'm in the US, but we decided, we would try because we really liked each other.
Mm-hmm.
At least in the beginning.
Still, not anymore.
Yeah. So I think that pretty much sums up that trip.
Mm-hmm.
So then, fast forward to May
The
of
better weather.
2014. Yeah, nice weather in Colorado. So May 2014 until like maybe sometime in the beginning of June or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He came to visit me. And of course, during that whole time, the few months in between, we were talking every day. He had to that time because we were a couple, so.
I could
Big
ignore
trouble,
you.
big
I
trouble.
could ignore you.
So, when he visited me that time, he met my family. And then, I think towards the end of his trip, my mom and my sister actually came from Illinois to Colorado, so then they also got to meet him too, which was nice since my family's all spread out and stuff.
And I met your aunt.
Yeah.
And your great grandfather.
Mm-hmm. And my grandma.
And your grandma. Yeah.
I don't know if my cousin.
Oh,
was
I think that
around
was the
that
second
time.
trip maybe. I think we had a barbecue and then.
Yeah, I think my
Oh, yeah.
aunt then. I think you met her. The other aunt. Not my grandma's sister, but my aunt. At the little barbecue thing.
Oh, yeah?
I think she,
Yeah, and then one of your cousins was there.
Yeah, the boy, right?
Yeah.
Robbie.
Yeah.
So he met a few people. I don't have I do have kind of like a big family, but not everyone is like so close. So he met the most important close people in Colorado. And then we also visited Las Vegas because since it was his first time, visiting me for fun, I had to take him to Vegas because I really like it there. From when I used to live in California, I went to Vegas a lot, so I wanted to show him. And when we were in Vegas, we actually went to California also because my best friend was still living there, and she still is now. And so that was in Huntington Beach, and then we went to
Venice Beach.
Venice Beach to walk around because there's always something going on there.
Good weather.
Yeah, it was really nice. And then we went to
It wasn't that warm, I think, but it was just nice weather.
well, I think it was pretty nice. I had on a dress.
Yeah,
I don't remember freezing or something.
No, I mean not really really warm, but just
Oh,
very nice weather.
yeah. Well, a difference from Vegas.
Yeah.
And then we also ate at the Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles because I had to take him. I had to take him there, and I remember the night before we went there, we stayed out all night.
Yeah, you slept
in
2 hours.
Vegas. We slept a few hours and then woke up, and I think we left around 8
Mm-hmm.
from Vegas, and then it's like a 4-hour drive to California.
Through the desert.
Yeah, we were so exhausted. And my friend was like, oh yeah, you guys can stay here and drive back tomorrow. I'm like, oh no, we're fine. And then I started driving 1 hour, and then I was already getting tired, heading back to Vegas.
You took a nap in the car eventually.
Yeah, we pulled over
And then
somewhere.
I think you drove a little piece and I drove a little piece.
What, you think you drove that time?
I even drove towards California.
Yeah, towards.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely didn't drive back.
Well,
I remember that.
Okay.
So I
That's
drove.
no problem.
I drove 1 hour, and I got a little bit tired, and I think he had already fell asleep. We pulled over. Yeah, we pulled over somewhere because there was this little parking area, and the gas station was farther away. It was pretty dark where we were, and I fell asleep. I don't know for how long. It wasn't that long, but it was a little bit. And then I woke up and he was still sleeping, so I continued to drive farther, and I stopped at another gas station, and I remember I got a Red Bull or something, and I continued driving, but I think you were still sleeping most of the trip back. and then I woke you up when we were pretty close to like Vegas, like pulling in the parking deck.
No.
Yeah.
No. Stop laughing. Continue.
Yeah.
Continue.
So.
Just say something about Fremont or something.
Oh, and yeah, when we were in Vegas, he really did like the Fremont Street, like the old side of Vegas.
Yeah.
Well, that was pretty nice. Maybe one time we can do the zip line thing. But yeah, it's kind of
expensive and
yeah, like
nothing
20,
fancy.
and yeah, it's like really fast. But I think
done €20.
yeah, I think it'll be nice though. And also, when he was in Colorado, another place that I like to go to is Dave and Buster's. So of course, like I took him there, and we went to
A lot of games.
yeah, a lot of different sports games, pretty much on every trip. We went to a Colorado Rapids game because he's a big football fan. It's soccer.
Football, soccer. That's the only country that calls it soccer. Everywhere in the world we call it football, and in America there's a game called football, which you do with your hands.
So yeah, we went to a soccer game.
Football game.
And we went to a Rockies baseball game.
Yeah.
And I'm not quite sure how the weather was on that one.
Rockies?
It was
That
in
was in
May.
Denver. That was in Denver.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it hailed on the way driving there, and then it was hailing towards the game, and then there was thunder coming, and we had to evacuate. Well, not evacuate, but they closed down the game. I mean, they shut down the game.
Oh, they had the field covered?
Yeah, and we had to leave after a while.
Oh, yeah.
And I think then we went to some sports bar.
So we actually didn't get to like watch the game.
No, I think like
I
it was like
tried.
innings, like maybe 3 or 4 innings.
Yeah, I tried, but
Yeah, and well, we saw it. I think we went like 3 times to the Sky Sox, the local team.
yeah, we did go
Yeah.
to it's like a little minor league team. We went there quite a few times because yeah, they always have deals and it gives you something to do, and then sometimes they even have like fireworks. But I think that's mostly on
We were
Fridays.
mainly there for the €1 hot dogs, or $1
yeah,
hot dogs.
cheap beer, cheap food,
And
entertainment.
And I had to explain you the rules, like this is my 10th time coming here. You didn't even know any rules of the game.
Whatever.
Like, if you just hit it like this.
Whatever. So that pretty much sums up that trip, I believe. So then,
You visit me again
yeah, I went back to him.
in the colder days,
Yeah, and that was
September, October
yeah.
of 2014.
Mhm.
And what did we do? What did we do back then? I know I started school back then. I started a 4-year course in that period. I think it was in my first semester, and I had to go to school every Monday. So I think 2 or 3 times you just stayed at home and did something with my family.
Yeah, so I was like with his mom and sister.
Yeah.
The few nights that he had school. So then I got to spend more time. Yeah, like with just them.
Yeah, and then of course you saw the town without all the vastenavond stuff, because in here during the it's like a whole month, and the last 5, 6, 7 days before the end. Well, it's not all those days of partying. They dress up the tower in town with a face on around where the clock is and
They're
the bells
probably
are.
like, what?
Yeah, well, you have to search it. Maybe you can upload a picture here or something.
Yeah.
And then on the light poles they have all these hats of figures and stuff like that, and
Yeah, so
like
there's
flags everywhere. And the bars are like
the
no
bar-
chairs, just simple bars.
Yeah, none of the bars are like normal inside. They move all of the tables and chairs and stuff. Because
And they put like pieces of wood on the walls.
yeah, to protect the original like walls, because a lot of people are partying and spilling things everywhere.
Writing
so.
stuff on it and stuff
So
like that.
yeah, when I came the first time,
You saw all that.
yeah, I saw all of that. So
And then-
nothing was like normal looking.
And now she saw the town normally, like
Yeah,
how
without-
tourists,
yeah.
if tourists come here and the way they want to see it. Of course, this is also culture, the vastenavond, but this is
Yeah.
the normal way. So just
Average, an average
no
day.
beer cups on the floor, and like how do you think calls those pieces of paper?
Oh yeah, like confetti,
It's
all over
confetti,
the
yeah,
place.
confetti all
Yeah.
over the place. So you saw the town in a normal way, and we climbed the paper bus.
Yeah, we went into the top
The
of
biggest
that.
tower of the world.
in his dreams.
Yeah, we climbed that.
So
And
that was like a nice little overview of the city.
the area. You can even
Since
see,
it's so
and if the
tall.
weather is good, you can even see Belgium. Yeah. Yeah, and did we go to? I think we did it in town, the Herring. I always say, oh yeah, there's Dutch food like drop, stroopwafel. She likes stroopwafel, and the drop. You starting to like it now more and more. And then I said, oh yeah, the herring with onions. That's how Dutch people like to eat it.
Yeah,
like,
it's some
the
kind
fish
of like
and then you
pickled looking fish or something.
and you were like, you really like the kibbeling.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's fried.
Oh yeah, and I think the biggest thing of that trip was when we went to Paris, Disneyland.
Yeah, we spent more time in Disneyland
Than in Paris.
Yeah, than in the actual city of Paris. But yeah, Disneyland Paris was really nice.
I think we got 3 days in Disneyland. I think we arrived like around noon there, and we couldn't get into the hotel yet, or was it not like a hotel, like a resort?
Yeah, because we stayed on the.
Yeah, we already got our tickets to go to the park.
Yeah.
And I think we picked one close to the park, so we can actually walk in the morning. It wasn't. It was like 5 minutes walking. I think we did 3 days, and one day we went to the Disneyland park. Is it Disneyland? Yeah, Disneyland.
Well, we just went to Disneyland.
Yeah, and then the other park was the movie studios.
I don't remember.
We had 2 different parks. Well, okay. I think for day 1 we did the park, and the second day we did the movie studios, and the movie studios also has roller coasters. And then the third day we just did stuff we like to do. We went on and off the park, and I think then the 4th day,
I do remember it was a Friday.
Yeah,
we were in Paris.
Yeah, we left. We got a cheap hotel close to Paris, and then the next morning we visited Paris, and we went to the Eiffel Tower. We climbed.
Yeah, and he was there. Like he had been there before, so he kind of knew. Where to take me, so we could try to see as much as we could. In one day.
Yeah, and it was a lot of walking. We did some underground stuff, but sometimes it was easier to walk because at one point all the sites were
close.
Like we did the Eiffel Tower. We climbed the Eiffel Tower, not all the way to the top.
Yeah, but it was a lot of stairs.
Oh yeah, it was better than to wait for the elevator 2 hours.
Yeah.
And like it was really busy over there.
Mm-hmm.
And we saw the Arc de Triomphe and the Arc de Carrousel and the Louvre, the museum, and the park. I don't know what the name is anymore. And we saw from the movie, the Notre Dame.
Oh yeah.
What is that movie again? The guy that walks like this.
Yeah, the Hunchback.
The Hunchback. Yeah.
And then at the time, I don't know if they still have it up now because they were talking about taking it down because it was too heavy. But the Lovelock.
Oh yeah,
bridge,
they took it down.
Yeah, but
there's a bridge full of locks, and people can lock it, write the names on it, and then throw the key in the water.
Yeah.
And I think it became too heavy, so I think they removed it, and then they asked. There's a sign asking people politely not to hang locks on the.
Yeah, and I think there was even something like on the ground. There's like some website you can go to like virtually post your love or something like that. So I think that was pretty much it for.
I went to Supremacy.
Oh yeah,
another festival, another 10 or 9 in the evening till like 7 in the morning festival. And we visited your favorite zoo, the monkey zoo.
Oh yeah. Well, now it's my favorite.
What?
Now it's my favorite.
She's like, oh, I like monkeys, and then I said, there's a zoo here.
Yeah, and it's just monkeys.
Just monkeys. Well, and there was 2 sheep.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's only monkeys over there, and there's parts where you can walk through, and the monkeys can climb on you and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I always joke that I need to come back when we have a kid because it's like the little monkeys, they always flock to people that have like bags and strollers because everyone knows like monkeys like to take things.
Yeah.
So they're always climbing around curious, trying to see what you have. So I'll have to go back with my baby and maybe I can actually touch one this time. So then, that was like from September to October. So then, he came back to visit me in the U.S. In December until like the end of the first week of January.
Mhm.
So he was, and I actually think the exact date was around December 20th because it was a few days before Christmas.
Yeah.
So yeah, he got to have Christmas, with my family, and that was nice. And then we went to, was it Christmas Eve? Or Christmas, or no, was it on Christmas Day that we went to a Denver Nuggets game?
No, first in the morning we had the Christmas, well, you can say lunch with
Yeah.
your parents at your grandmother's place.
Well, with my grandma and that family. You said with my parents.
Sorry? Oh, sorry, yeah. But that's,
We
but-
had dinner, we always eat really early. Well, at least my family always eats like Christmas dinner or Thanksgiving. Everything always pretty early.
yeah,
in
I
the
think
day.
your grandma was there, and
Yeah.
your great grandfather, and your mom and us.
My mom at Christmas.
Oh no, I'm confused. I'm confused because recently we went to the U.S. when you lived here, and you went for the sister graduation, and then we ate at that
Oh.
table. I got confused. No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Well, a few family we had, and then here you eat like Christmas dinner, but yeah, well, maybe that's how your family does it. They have Christmas lunch,
Yeah, we just eat early.
and then we had something planned, the Nuggets game. And,
Yeah,
Or did we
and-
go to Dave and Buster's? And the next day we went to the Nugget game. I think
Yeah,
we
so I think that, so that night we went to, I think we did go to Dave and Buster's and we stayed in the hotel, and then we went to the game, I think. Well, either way, we went to Denver and we went to Dave and Buster's and the Nuggets game.
Yeah.
So then we came back, and now we're at New Year's, and then this time I think we spent the beginning of New Year's with my coworkers, because one of the girls had like a little party at her place, which was really nice. And
sorry.
I had a little bit too much to drink.
Yep. A little bit too much to drink.
But yeah, it was a good time. And then for the second half of like New Year's, so yeah, you could say New Year's Eve we spent with my coworkers, and then we
Mhm.
went out downtown to the mansion where me and him actually met, and we finished the night there.
Every time I visited you in the U.S., we went to the mansion.
Yeah, that was like our thing to do. Whenever he came, we went back to where we met and had a good time. And what else did we do? Oh, we went to the Royal Gorge.
Well, actually, you plan on going to the Grand Canyon, and therefore you booked a hotel in Durango. But what?
The Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon is where we went for Vegas.
I know, but your plan was to go to the Grand Canyon, and therefore you booked a hotel in Durango. But because it snowed so bad, you said, man, we're not going to the Grand Canyon because we'll see a big snow hole.
Oh no, I think that time because it was a really long drive from Colorado. Yeah, it was gonna be a long drive. I think like 12 hours.
Yeah,
or
therefore we
something.
booked a hotel in Durango, and then instead of like driving to Durango and then the next day driving to the Grand Canyon, you said, oh, it's really snowy, we have to go in summertime, so we went to the Royal Gorge. I always say Royal Gorge.
Well,
instead.
yeah, but that is on the way to Durango anyways.
Yeah, but maybe
that's
we would've-
before you
yeah.
get there.
But that was nice. I liked it.
Yeah, it was, and of course it was still really cold then, and I'm not sure if actually we only went one time, right? Because two.
Two what?
The Royal Gorge, because there was actually a fire there, and I'm not sure if
Yeah.
there was still stuff left over from the fire when we went. And
Yeah,
then,
even though it snowed, you can see something got burned down.
yeah, sad. And that was pretty much most of the activities for that period because it was the holidays and stuff.
You also had to work a lot.
Mm,
Because my initial plan was to surprise you. I had a price alert on the tickets,
mm-hmm.
and I thought, maybe I can come somewhere around New Year's for a week or a week and a half. If the prices are pretty low, and then I saw one ticket of around 500 or 600 euros for 3 weeks. But yeah, I cannot show up like, yo, here I am, and then you're like, yeah, but I have to work, and
it was always a little bit more tricky for me to get time off of work. Then
So I had to ask you, like, oh, is it okay that I can come for? I think it was a really long period, like around 2.5 to 3 weeks. I think that was the longest period that I visited you.
Yeah, so of course I would have to like switch shifts with people and stuff to extend the time a little bit, but I don't think I ever had to work too much when he visited me. So then I went back to visit him a few months later.
Well, yeah, that was the longest time we were apart. You came in the end of April and beginning of May, because we saw each other so many times in 2014. What?
Oh, you're only looking at me.
Oh, sorry. I hope I said. Well, they probably heard that we were apart for the longest time between December trip and the trip you visited me, because we saw each other so many times in 2014.
Yeah, we tried.
And I get my holiday hours at the beginning of each year, so I can just use them, but you have to build them up.
Yeah.
Like every month.
Yeah.
So for me, it was easier to plan stuff because I knew how many hours I had. Well, then you visited me in April/May, and you were here for King's Day. And King's Night mainly. King's Night we went to Eindhoven.
And what is that?
The King's Day is the celebration of the King's birthday, and a lot of people go out drinking.
Yeah, a lot of people are dressed up in orange, or red, white, and blue.
And you either go to like a flea market or to some music festivals, or just go out drinking or have fun or just sit at home.
And it's really busy in a lot of the big cities mainly.
So the night before the actual birthday of the king, it's King's Night, and we went out in Eindhoven. And then the next day, which was actually King's Day, we went to Arnhem to a festival again.
Yeah, that was fun.
But because of all the train traveling and the plans of when the train drive, we had to leave like a little bit earlier, and to at least make it back home, because sometimes trains don't run after.
Yeah, they were really crowded and stuff.
So we did that, and I remember when you actually arrived the first. You arrived on Schiphol, and I immediately took you to a game of Ajax.
Oh yeah.
So you saw my club, even though the match was terrible. That was the worst game I've ever been to.
I don't think anyone scored, did they?
No, it was really boring. And what did we do? We went to Scheveningen, which is like a beach area with a pier. I think the pier was still under construction. We couldn't walk on it.
Oh yeah, we couldn't go on the pier.
It was really windy because it was already like
Yeah, I was just looking at the pictures from that, and I actually still had on my coat. Because it's
windy and rainy.
Yeah, and for one, it's not like, it doesn't get so hot here in this country, and then we're like on the coast. So it was still a little bit cold and windy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But it can be hot in May, but not this time. Every time you arrive,
not like 30 or something.
Every time you arrive, you get shit weather.
Yeah, and then I live here and then.
And Courtney likes the cold weather so much. We went to an ice bar in Amsterdam.
Yeah, but that was nice. But yeah, I don't know. It wasn't, I guess, what I expected. I expected a little more from it.
Yeah, we just went into
because I think they even have like an ice bar in Vegas and like a few other big cities. But yeah, I mean, it was still nice, but I just thought it would be like much more.
And we did a road tour. Is that a road?
Yeah, we did like a little mini road trip around.
Oh, road trip, yeah. Road trip around up north, because I already showed her Amsterdam, Rotterdam, and the south area where I lived, and I said, oh, let's go up north. So we went to, I think we started off in Amsterdam one day, and that was on the 4th of May, so Memorial Day. And I think then we went to Alkmaar, Egmond aan Zee.
Leeuwarden.
That was the last one. You forget the biggest attraction. We went to Texel. Yeah,
it's a little island.
And it's full of sheep. Well, they're not walking around everywhere, but yeah, a lot of farmers have sheep over there, and I like it. So we went to Texel, and then we went to a little city called Franeker, but I think we only slept there, and then we went to Leeuwarden, which is a big city up north. And then we drove back, which the ride back was around 3 hours.
Yeah, so it was like a nice little, I think like a weekend trip, so I could see a little bit more of the country like farther north.
Yeah, and I think because in May all the flowers were there up north. Remember the big fields with flowers.
And oh yeah, and I was here for Mother's Day, so we went out like for the bowling and eating.
Yeah, with my parents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And of course, that was the most important thing for the trip was the IND thing. We did the immigration, so we decided that like, okay, who's gonna move where and stuff. And then Courtney said, you know what, I like the Netherlands so much, so much. So I'm gonna be moving here. So we had to fill in. I had to print out a lot of stuff at work. You had to request a lot of
it's like the whole like application packet
from the government that you got like between, I don't know, December and April. You gathered all those informations. Like you had to have official stamps on it.
Yeah, before this trip, I had to have a lot of documents like legalized
that you were never
to be
married,
used.
or that you're not married, and that you were actually alive and born.
So I had to have a lot of papers like legalized to be used or like accepted in another country. So I was getting all of those things together. So then when I came to visit him on this trip, I brought all of those papers so that we could turn in the application, and we did get that turned in, and also because we were pretty sure that we shouldn't have any troubles with me being able to come. So also on this trip when I came, I brought some of my things to go ahead and start moving here even before anything was approved.
Mm-hmm.
And
so it was already stuck with your shit in the house. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So I was just hoping that it would be approved at that point. And then they said it would take around
90 days.
Like 90 days, and then he said the government here is pretty slow. So I wasn't expecting to hear anything for a while. So then I think that pretty much sums up that trip. And then he came back to visit in July. I think it was maybe towards the end of July, beginning of August or something like that.
Oh, you forgot to say that I got a letter. I think you were here for a whole month, like 30 days, April to May.
Yeah, but then when you came, then...
And then I think you just left because we turned in the application halfway of April.
Yeah,
and I think you just left for a few days, and then I got the letter saying that your request for a resident permit was approved, and then you can pick it up.
Yeah, so I was at work. So I was back for a few days, maybe maximum 1 week, and then he, I think, sent me a message or something on WhatsApp saying that it was approved, and I think he like took a picture of it and stuff, and then posted it on Facebook. And I was like crying at work because I was so excited because I could actually officially move here now. So then he came to visit sometime in July or like August of 2015, or July into August of 2015. And then since I knew I could move with him, then I sent him back with
another bag.
Yeah, a bag of my stuff to like help move, so I didn't have to pay for so many bags. Like in the end, when I
walk around on the airport with like 8 bags.
Yeah, well, it still felt like a lot when I did finally move. But during that trip, we went to another Rapids game, which was the football game, and
the Sky Sox
we
again.
went to Sky Sox games again. We went to Vegas again.
And then the
Grand Canyon, and the Hoover Dam.
The incline.
Yeah, we did the incline.
Which is a big trail up a mountain.
Yeah, I have a few pictures of just a few of the things that we've done that I can put like in the video. Courtney
said she already did that like 20 times.
Yeah, I did do it quite a lot, but he's fit and. Yeah, it's easier for him. And then what else? We did some paddle boating in Pueblo.
On the hottest day of my trip.
Yeah,
it was like 5 million degrees, and we were like burning.
Yeah,
we had like 1 bottle of water. We already started to drink when we were in the car, so we had like half a bottle of water sharing. And pedaling.
Yeah, it was over 100 degrees.
Yeah.
I think it was just right around 100 degrees, and we were on the paddle boats, and it was. I don't even think there was like a cloud in the sky. It was so hot. And then we went to...
switchbacks too.
Yeah.
The groundhogs.
Yeah. You called them the groundhogs.
I don't know.
So we went to a Switchbacks game, which was like a
Amateur-
minor
well, not
league.
amateur
Yeah, like I guess you say like a minor league.
football team.
Yeah, football team.
Yeah.
And yeah, that pretty much sums up that
All the
trip.
trips.
Because on that trip I was actually getting ready to move to Illinois because since I knew I was moving to be with him, I was leaving Colorado to move to Illinois to work at an airport there so I could be with my mom for like those last few months before moving out of the country. So yeah.
And then you moved here.
So yeah, that was August, and then I moved here in November of 2015.
Yep. The Friday the 13th.
Yeah, I was always making jokes about that, like, oh, I'm arriving on Friday the 13th. I don't want to fly, or something's gonna go wrong.
Yeah, something
like,
did go
maybe
wrong.
he doesn't.
You arrived.
Maybe he doesn't pick me up from the airport or something like that. But yeah.
I was forced to.
So that is pretty much that whole story of how we met leading up to how I ended up here. And yeah, our story is still continuing. Have a baby coming any day now because I'm 38 weeks, and soon in the next few months we'll be moving into a house, and yeah, so we'll have a lot more to share with you guys. But we have other videos that you guys can watch from travels we've done around here and things like that. So yeah,
That's it.
yeah, I think that's about it. So thank you guys for watching the video, and now you know the whole story, and let us know what you think about our little love story, because I think it's pretty cool how we just met in a bar one night, and then fast forward, I'm living with him in another country, we're having a baby, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So we will see you guys on the next video. I think that will be like a pregnancy Q&A video, hopefully, if the little one doesn't pop out too soon. And
you can still answer questions after giving birth.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can answer questions.
Okay, so we'll see you guys on the next video, and thanks for watching. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you aren't subscribed,
Subscribe.
yes, please.
And put the notifications on.
Yeah, click on the little notification bell so anytime I post a new video, you can be notified so you don't miss out on anything in my exciting life.
Why is that exciting?
Yeah, exciting. Sarcasm. Alright guys, bye-bye.
Merry Christmas.